So this is my first YouTube video, and please bear in mind that it is my first. So if it's not exactly what you're looking for, or if it's horrible, just give me some time. I'm working on it. So the focus of this first video is basically my approach to health and fitness. I've always been interested in it. I will tell you that I'm not certified in any way. I'm not trained in any way. But all of my information is just from personal experience, from common sense. I'm not going to tell you to take any supplements. I'm not telling you to spend any exorbitant amount of money on any training products or fitness equipment because honestly, I don't think you need it. Weight loss really is common sense, but I think sometimes we've been trained to believe that we need all this fancy equipment, or we need to take some crazy supplement or some juice fast that costs a ton of money, or some meal delivery service that sends food to you, when really it's just about understanding, what's good and what's bad for you. And it's pretty simple. I mean, they tell you everything that you need to learn in kindergarten. You eat vegetables, you'll be healthy. If you eat too many sweets, you'll be tired and you won't be healthy. So use that approach, really try to bring it down to the basics and think about what it is you're putting into your body. I have done it all. I have done it the bad way, the good way, every single way possible. There was a time when I was feeling really down and I decided that, I'm going to lose weight. And I did it through cutting out every single thing I ever loved. I stopped eating ice cream. I stopped eating cheese. I stopped eating mayo. I stopped eating every single thing. And of course, it came with, a bout of the flu, which knocked off like 10 pounds, which was a blessing. But from there, people started to notice that I looked different, and then I couldn't stop. I just had to keep going, losing more weight. I'm 5'1". I currently weigh 115 pounds, and the lowest I've ever weighed was 93. And that was kind of the bottom of the barrel. I was, happy with the way I looked, but inside I was constantly struggling, constantly fighting, trying to keep up with what people, thought of me. And for women, this is a big deal. Our self-esteem is directly tied into how we feel about the way that we look. I've read magazines, articles, books, they tell you that you exercise and then the number on the scale goes up because muscle weighs more than fat. Well, for women, that doesn't matter to us, because for us, we are ingrained to think that the smaller the number, the better we feel. And it took me a really long time, and I'm still struggling with it, to ignore the number on the scale, because it can be frustrating. I'm working out every day, I'm running, I'm doing circuit training in the morning, and the number just keeps going up. Granted, my clothes fit better. I can look at myself in the mirror and know that I am getting smaller, but that number, if someone were to ask me how much I weigh, for me to say 118 pounds is so difficult. So I want to press upon the fact that we need to step away from thinking about our weight in terms of just the number. Because I eat healthy, I eat breakfast every day, I have a small snack, I eat lunch, another small snack, I usually go for a jog in the evening. So I know that I'm doing something right. I know that I'm not, eating too many calories. I know that I'm not eating too few calories, because both of those extremes are taxing on my body, because I have been on both extremes. So I can tell you that I know I'm definitely eating enough, and I try to eat a lot of vegetables. I usually finish my day with a salad, a really good salad, which is another thing, is if you're trying to lose weight and you're being conscious of everything that you put in your body, treat your body. Splurge on the things that you can. I put really delicious feta cheese on my Greek salad, because I know that my salad, 80% of it, 90% of it is completely healthy. My Greek dressing has no, milk or fat or anything in it. It's really great olive oil, sea salt, pepper, herbs, and then it's just a bunch of romaine lettuce and chickpeas for protein. And sometimes I put like shredded carrots or apples or red onion for a little spice, and some poached chicken. And if I'm doing that and I know that that's healthy, and I'm not over, pouring salad dressing, 2 to 3 tablespoons is all you need for a pretty big salad. I want to treat myself. So I have really good feta. And if I have good feta cheese and that's my splurge, I am less likely to eat a ton of ice cream later. Whereas if I was sticking to only low fat foods, low fat cheeses, low fat salad dressing, my brain later is going to justify having more ice cream because I had non fat or low fat foods. And that's where the danger comes in versus something that I can control, such as my salad. Later, if I feel like I need ice cream, I will think, hey, okay, I can't have this huge bowl of ice cream because I had my fat already for the day. I had pure feta cheese. So it kind of tricks my brain into thinking about what I want to eat later in the day. And I think that that's really important. For me, the biggest thing is just rethinking about the foods that I put in my body, rethinking about the things that I want to consume. And, at the beginning, you want to work out as hard as you can, you want to run as far as you can because you want to lose weight. But what I've learned is if I overexert myself too much in the beginning, like anything, I'll be too sore, so the next day I can't run. So if I just start jogging, quarter mile, half a mile for a week, gradually building up, I will be more likely to continue going if my body doesn't hurt so much the next day. So I wake up every morning, I do different circuits. For example, I'll do like a 60-second plank followed by 30 bicycles, 10 burpees, 10 lunges on each side, and, squats. And I change it up every day. It takes 5-10 minutes at most, and I am working every single part of my body. And you think that it's not enough, but I sweat. Like, it just builds a sweat, on your abs, on your collarbone, just little things. And just by doing that, I set myself up for success the rest of the day. If I do that every single day, the things that I eat later in the day weigh more heavily on me. I think about it more because I tell myself, hey, I worked out. Do I want to eat a bunch of crap to negate my progress? The average person does not work out hard enough at the beginning to burn significant calories. So that's the danger in going to the gym, because what happens is you go to the gym, you work out, your friends are like, hey, let's go meet up for happy hour. And you're like, okay, I ran, 45 minutes on the treadmill and I lifted weights for 10 minutes. I'm going to go have a couple beers and some chicken wings. Well, the problem with that is diet is the most important thing to losing weight. Exercise can be tricky because when you exercise, you get hungry. Like when I go running, I get hungry. So my thing now is I run first, usually before dinner, around 7. I come home and I eat so that it satiates my brain and my stomach's need for food, versus if I ate first, waited a couple hours, and then ran, I would be starving and I would be eating double the amount that I would normally eat. So listen to your brain, listen to your body. When it's telling you that it's hungry, pay attention to that and use that to your advantage. In the morning, it's like I start off with a cup of coffee and then I do my circuits. And then afterwards, I have breakfast. And then a couple hours later, I'm not hungry enough to have lunch, so I have a little snack so I can tide it over for a couple more hours. And that way, if I were to just eat at the onset of hunger, 3 hours later, I would be hungry again. versus if I have an apple, my stomach, goes to sleep for like an hour or two, and then I have lunch. So I think being aware, paying attention to the way your body reacts to food is really important. So this is the first video. I just kind of want to give you a overall feel for my approach to fitness and exercise and health and fitness, because I want people to understand that we are all capable of it. No matter how heavy you are, no matter how much weight you want to lose, whether it's 10 pounds or 100 pounds, it doesn't take a lot to lose that weight. And when you go to extremes, if you're consuming 4,000 calories a day and convention tells you that to lose a pound a week, you need to cut out 500 calories a day, resulting in about 3,500 calorie deficit of the week. 500 calories a day to cut is not that difficult. That's like a grande frappuccino. So give yourself some credit and give yourself a break. If you're eating 4,000 calories and you want to lose weight and they're telling you to consume 1,200 calories, you will be so frustrated. You will be so hungry. So it needs to be a gradual step down, whether it's the first month, if it's just going down to 3,000 calories or 3,500 even, if that's all you can manage. Then the next month, cut 500 more calories off that number. And honestly, if you're cutting 500 calories, giving up those frappuccinos, you will find that you are cutting out a lot more than just 500 calories. You will find that just by training your body to cut out the things that are adding to your weight gain, over time, it's like every time I go to Starbucks, I get a frappuccino and like a sandwich and a snack. So by cutting that out, by cutting out my trips, limiting them to just a few times a week, I don't pick up that sandwich. I don't pick up those treats. I save money and I lose weight. It's slow and it's going to take a long time. It could be a year before you lose the weight that you want. But a healthy weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds a week. All these fad diets out there are asking you to lose like 10 pounds a month. And that is generally not realistic, and you will have trouble keeping it off. What I'm going to propose going forward, I guarantee you will see results, and you will be happy, and you will be healthy, and you will find that it's a lifestyle change that you can live with. And you don't have to give up anything. You don't have to take anything. You don't have to measure anything. It's just about common sense and really taking the time to think through the choices that we make. And weight loss isn't just about the way you look. It's about the way you feel. It's about your health. If you can lower your blood pressure, if you can, stave off diabetes, all these things in the long run will make you feel better. And, right now I'm 26 years old. I want to live a long and healthy life. I want to have kids. I want to do all the things that, we as people strive to do. And I realize that right now is the age where I'm most impressionable, where I can make the most change in my life. And so going forward, I want to be able to pass on those tips and tricks and just kind of take the stigma away from weight loss. Sometimes, people don't try because they think that it's too difficult, that it takes too much time, that I have to, work out for 45 minutes a day, and I have to go to school and I have to go to work. When am I going to find time? Everything that you need to do to lose weight, you can do it in 10 minutes. It's about being efficient. It's about choosing the most bang for your buck. What exercises can you do that aren't going to require a lot of space, a lot of time, a lot of equipment? I mean, I have 2, sets of dumbbells, 3 and a 5-pound dumbbell, but a lot of the exercises that I do, I don't even use them. And some of the best exercises don't require any equipment. If you can do a plank for a minute twice a day, you will work out every single muscle in your body. It'll hurt, but you will feel yourself getting tighter and smaller, and you'll feel your arms tighten up, your abs, your legs, everything. And that requires absolutely no equipment and will take 2 minutes out of your day. So thank you for listening, and I hope that you stick with me and we can get through this together.